It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
That one secured by the tight end Bates. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. It'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Hurts to the air on first down. He keeps it himself. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Philadelphia.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run. It's Barkley. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Now, Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. And now he's got his offense set up here early with 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Going in the wrong direction, Now 2nd and goal from the 12. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. Third and goal. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's Tress Way now, and he'll be kicking right into the full effects of the wind. To return is Williams. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Uh-oh. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Hurts working in the pistol. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone, You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Here's Daniels. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 10-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Avery Williams on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Hurts. To the left side. It's caught by Brown. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. It is 3rd and 10. Now Hurts. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. He's got the wind at his back as he's on to punt this one away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number two kicks off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Hurts gonna keep it on the option. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On play action, Daniels. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Commanders are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
They'll go big, 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Commanders are on top. It's 14-10. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
3rd down, 3 to go. To throw, Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Commanders come up with it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Daniels now going to look to throw. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st down, Daniels. Samuel has it working the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he will power his way into the end zone. Brian Robinson, touchdown Commanders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders are out to a 21-10 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he will score! Game on! Dallas Goddard! Touchdown, Eagles! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2. To the air again. Hurts. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Eckler on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Into space at the 45. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, that's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds.
1st and 10. Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. That'll be picked up by for a nice gain and a good running play. Unable to secure it, the ball comes out and the defense comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with 2 hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts working in the pistol. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll motion over Samuel. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run with Robinson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels taking off.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Hurts now. This one is caught by Dotson. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Now Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Hurts will try it again. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They come up for 2nd and 2. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Now, 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Here's Eckler on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll come up now for second down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Here's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Eckler on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It almost feels in today's game, if you aren't a dynamic runner with the ball in your hand, you can't play. And I'll tell you what, Mike, that was never my thing. I'm not sure if I would have been as good in today's game.
Daniels now on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And 3rd down coming up.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And that is incomplete.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws. Of course, they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So, the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.